Welcome to today's lesson on finding the equation of a line given a slope and a point on the line. So here in this instance, let's say that we had a slope that was given to us of 1/2 and a point that we know that is on the line, and that point would be 4, -6. So we know that we have our slope and we have a point. Now we know that all lines can be written, all linear equations can be written in the form y equals mx plus b, where x and y are our variables and m and b are our constants. And they are specific constants. For this instance, we know that m is our slope. So we can take our 1/2 and we can place it in here for m. So now I can rewrite this equation as y equals 1/2 x plus b. And so now our only thing that we're looking for here is b. We're looking for that other constant, and b represents our y-intercept. Well, how do we know that? Without a graph, we can't see where it intersects the line, and we don't have a table, so we can't find it from a table, so we're going to have to use a point that we have. Now remember, all points are of the form x comma y. So we know 4 here is our x and -6 is our y. So I'm going to plug in 4 in my equation here for x, and I can plug -6 in here in my equation for y. So now this is going to be -6 is equal to 1/2 times 4 plus b. So I have -6 is equal to 1/2 times 4 is 2 plus b. And now I need to solve for b. So I would subtract 2 from both sides, or add a -2 to both sides. -6 plus a -2 is -8. And -2 plus 2 is 0. And so then I know that 0 plus b is b. So I know b is -8. So now I can take this -8 and I can place it up here in my equation as my y-intercept. So my final equation is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus a -8. And now I've completed my equation. I have my slope, I have my y-intercept. Again, all equations can be written as y equals mx plus b. And so now I have that. So let's just do one more here so we can see this one more time. Now, again, let's say here we have a slope, and let's get a little more complicated. Let's put 2/3 for our slope, and a point on the line of -6, 7. So we know that we have our point and our slope. Again, all equations can be written in the form y equals mx plus b. Now again, because the slope has been given to us, we can take that slope and automatically just plug it in here for m. So I'm going to plug that in, so I have y equals 2/3 times x plus b. Now again, we're still looking for this b. How can we find that? Well, the way that we can find that is by plugging in a point. Plug in -6 in here for x. I plug in 7 for y. So I have 7 equals 2/3 times a -6 plus b. Now, -6 is -6 over 1. 3 goes into -6, -2 times. 2 times -2 is -4, so I get 7 equals -4 plus b. Now to solve for b, I'd add 4 to both sides. 7 plus 4 is 11, so b is 11. So my final equation now for this is going to be y equals 2/3 x plus 11. And now I have my final equation in y equals mx plus b form. Now I hope from this lesson that you're able to come up with finding your own equations for lines given a slope and a point on the line. Thanks.